Hey people, I hope everyone's well. Welcome to Cryptopip. Wow, Iron Finance. What can we say? I was in this, and in some sense, it's a good thing. I've always, I'm not no expert in the market. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, and I always do your own research. But I'm always my risk element is just naturally, I'm quite cautious with certain things. Obviously, sometimes I dabble in riskier projects. But obviously, I don't ever risk more than what I can afford to lose. So that being said, I was actually in this platform. I got in. I originally saw this token price, the Titan token price, and that was. Let's have a look here. So if we look at Titan itself, I was aware of Iron Finance in regards to their steel token that they've got on the Binance Smart Chain, and they was doing okay. But I remember the steel token lost a lot of value quite quickly, and also their Iron stablecoin, algorithmic stablecoin, also lost a lot of value. This was a few months ago. So when I saw them pop up on the Polygon network with this, I was a bit skeptical with them. I didn't go into much of the documentation and so forth, but I know from previous experience that Iron stablecoin, a lot of the time it goes back down quite quickly, and any coin that was attached to Iron, so the steel token, just absolutely plummeted as well. And also the Titan, it's now happened to Titan. I'm not surprised. So as we can see here, the token value now is ridiculous. I don't even know. You can't even really count how many zeros are there. Bearing in mind that yesterday this was at $40. They're claiming it's not a rug pull. However, they're gonna have some kind of report coming out soon that's gonna, in some sense, rectify this or explain what's happened in more detail. I know it's something to do with their minting, but I kind of stay away from anything that involves some kind of minting, especially if they're a new platform. Once they've got a bit of history and a bit of background behind them, then I might go into it. But this one I played with a bit of profit that I made from another project, and I literally put, initially, I was in, let's see. So initially, I was in Iron USDC. Now, when it comes to providing liquidity, there's risk involved in everything in crypto. However, I will never pair up stuff like Titan and Iron or Titan and Matic, even though the APR was in the thousands. I just wouldn't do it. It's just too much risk. So I put, I think it was maybe $200 Iron USDC, and that $200 was getting me some Titan. Then I took the Titan rewards, I put it in this pool here, which was you deposit Titan, and it was giving me some USDC back. When I was in this, it was about 40%, and this pool here was sitting at about, I'm sure it was about 600% APR, which is fantastic. So as you can see, as it was minting the Titan rewards, I was just using the profits from this and so forth. However, where are we? I think about 2 days ago, thought I checked on the progress of this again, and I started to notice that the TVL had started to decline quite rapidly. Now, when that's not the only reason I got out, but that was one of the things that I looked at and I was like, it's time to go. I've made some profits here. I've not lost any money. I was probably about $100 up, and the TVL was starting to drop. The price had gone from, I initially saw this at, where was it? So I saw this at about $1 or $2, right? And I was sitting there thinking on it, didn't go in, just left it. And initially, then I went in at about $20 and probably came out about $40. So I doubled my money basically, which wasn't too bad. So I took out my original deposit and just left the profit in the liquidity pool. This is the strategy that I use. And, a few days ago, I saw the price it hit here. I think it was about here. It hit about $35. Then it came down. Then it went up again. Then it dropped slightly. And from that drop there, I took everything out. I removed my Iron USDC. I sold my Titan for USDC, and then I was able to sell my Iron for a slight loss. Not much though. It was, a few dollars, sorry. And converted it to USDC. So there was no loss here. But this was just an overview of this, this platform itself, is that, you have to be careful when it comes to crypto, especially any new platforms that are launching algorithmic stablecoins, and they're making suggestions of minting and so forth. However, on a positive note, sometimes with situations like this, when a token loses complete value, like, it's unbelievable. I think it's lower than when it actually started. I don't know if if there's gonna be some kind of recovery here with this, or they're gonna do a version 2 of the Titan token. We shall see. Now, I've just seen on their Twitter feed, literally 8 minutes ago, they've released a post-mortem of this situation. So I've not looked at this yet. So let's have a quick read. Redeeming Iron for USDC will redeem at 5 p.m. UTC. They've got the link here below. We never thought it could happen, but it just did. We experienced the world's first large-scale crypto bank run. Around 10 a.m. UTC on the 16th, we noticed some whales begin to remove liquidity from Iron stroke USDC pool, and then sold Titan to Iron, and then Iron to USDC directly to liquidity pools instead of redeeming Iron, which caused the Iron price to off-peg. Titan dropped from $65 to $30 in 2 hours, which later recovered in 1 hour to $52, and Iron fully recovered its peg. The protocol and the code functioned as usual, and while we were monitoring the blockchain activity, we thought it's just another correction prior to recovery. In fact, Iron was already off peg at least a dozen times in its entire history, while our shares and tokens at Steel and Titan crashed much harder over previous weeks. Things not only seemed battle tested, and they were. Users remained calm and trusted the code, so we did. So yeah, they go into that detail. Later, around 3 p.m, a few big holders started selling off, which caused the price to drop further. So yeah, obviously you can read in more detail. I'll leave links in the description below. Their actions now are saying, we've learned a great deal from this incident, and while nothing could be fix in the current system, we'll continue our journey with more products in the future. We must conduct an in-depth analysis of the protocol for which we will hire a third party in order to understand all circumstances which led to the outcome. Our iron bank lending and iron swap pegged assets focus swap have been developed already and will be live for testing too soon. Iron stablecoin version 2 will come later. There was no rug pull, and this is just the worst thing that could possibly happen. I don't know what to make of that. I certainly won't be touching, what they're doing. I don't know if they're gonna release another version 2 of Titan, or they're gonna see if the Titan coin can recover. But there is some things you can do sometimes in these situations, and you can find yourself, you can take advantage of things like this. Now, previously, there was, obviously this was not an exploit, but previously when Bunny itself was exploited, I looked at this and I missed it. I think it happened while I was asleep, and a lot of people, some people I know what they did is this was sitting at nearly $400, $500, sorry. Once it got pulled, exploited went down to as low as $11, and then again it picked up, went back down. But at $11, okay, some people went in and bought quite a lot. I didn't initially, but I caught this. I've been waiting for it to drop. I waited, and as soon as it hit about $15, somewhere here, it went down to about $15-16. That's when I got in and picked up some Bunny, and obviously if it goes back up to where it was, then it'll be a nice tidy profit. I've done the same with Titan, so I don't know if they're gonna this is ever gonna recover, but I literally put, I think it was $10 in. I left $10 of Titan, so when it dropped to as low as this, I bought $10 worth of Titan, which was in the millions, basically. So if it ever does recover, I'll definitely be some kind of millionaire. But that's in hope. But it's worth doing. It's $10. I'm doing it with profits. It's not it's $10 I can afford to lose, because it's not from my own capital. But it's worth a shot. Yeah. So guys, so what I did is I bought maybe $10 worth of Titan, or $10-15 worth of Titan. Gave me a nice healthy amount. I literally put it into Beefy Finance. Now I'm going to do a review shortly of Beefy Finance, but I just put it in this pool. The APY was paying something like 94% a day. Unknown if I'll be able to withdraw this or not, we shall see. But it's already, my $15 here. I've not deposited this lot because they've blocked deposits now. However, my $15 I've doubled my money, basically. So that's where you can sometimes find some positives out of a really bad situation. And I'm glad I got out of Iron Finance when I did. Some people were quite less fortunate. But it was just a quick overview of what happened here. Thanks for watching the video. And please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching.